Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed.
No, no!
Oh my gosh.
Stick it in there! A little more, a little more!
Hi everyone and welcome in. I am super excited for today's video, and that is Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. And I wasn't gonna play it at first, but since I like Dead by Daylight, I might as well give it a chance for the franchise. But before we get into the game, I do want to take a moment to welcome back all of my subscribers and viewers. Thank y'all. And if you are new to my channel and you like what you see and you just like the vibes as well, go ahead and hit the subscribe. And if you're just here, hit the like button. That'll help my channel as well. But let's go ahead, get into this game, see what it's all about. Haven't seen any gameplay about it. And that was my choice because I kind of wanted to get into it on my own. But let's take a look. Love the art already, but let's see what it's all about. New game, new file. Before we get started, you should just call me simply Rye. Ah! I can't add more! Wait, can I add more? What's going on here? I can't add more, dang it. Okay, just simply Rye. There we go. Confirm. We are on the beach in Hawaii! No. Oh, that's me. Me talking. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet salt water, stinging the inside of your throat as if you nearly drowned. Okay. Water falls from your mouth as you open into gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Okay. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute or can I go on? This is the narrator, I guess. And that's me talking. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. So am I dead? An eternity. Oh, well, this is the ocean. An eternity if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry. Simply Rye, may I continue? Please go on. Okay, then. As I was... As I was saying... You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of the newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ooh, but I love the artwork. It's so good. A decomposing face stares at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come as easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Ooh. Oh. Run, close your eyes, and dig up that face. What would I really do in this situation? I would probably, if I saw that, I'd probably run. Let's just run. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run, but the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps erased by soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering your lack of options, you've got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about the shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Ocean, where are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that sure was weird. Oh, I did say that wrong. Well, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. That's not how she would talk. La, 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 la. Little help, please. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just drops. Wait. I'm going to say that all over again. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Wow! She's pretty. I love the artwork. Wow! Hey! Spirit looks so good. Okay. I have to say it again. The artwork is so good. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Oh, they're blinking. Are all of them blinking? They are. I don't know about Mr. Wraith over there with his bloody hands. And then Huntress with your bloody mask. But come on, Spirit and Wraith. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Oh? I'm going to pretend to get their voices. I don't know if it's completely right, but oh well. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at the monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Okay, what do I do? Toss it back, kick it back, say nothing, do nothing. I toss it back, why not? You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hand. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips in it. I'm like, ooh. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down, consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Bleh. I don't know how she would say it, you guys. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Uh-oh, here comes the ocean. Don't be scared, Simply Rye. You were made for this. I felt like it would be like a Ursula kind of thing, maybe. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up? Oh, wait. I should do his. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. I feel like she would have like a soft, ghostly, whatever voice. Besides, you seem a little more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know, you can't. At least, not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Rye, you might want to, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it'll be very important later. Oh gosh. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Oh gosh. Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? These are good. I don't think I'd fly. Well, maybe I would want to fly, just to get places faster. I'd say flight. Flight, for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Math, for sure. History, I was horrible at. History, definitely not my subject. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Dog, because of my girl Usagi. Dog? You'd look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. Oh my gosh. What's your favorite color? Blue. Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Oh wait, it's the Trapper. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. Debatable. What's your dream job? Not an astronaut because I'm scared. Oh, yep, not working at all. Just pay me to sit. No. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream. Ew, vanilla. Yes, you guys, before you come on to me, yes, I'm basic vanilla. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. I like Wraith the best. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Okay. We are back to where we are. Alright. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick chip, mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Join Rise Rascals. No. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Do I have to or will I die? I kind of like mint chip, but I would always go with vanilla. Vanilla. The best flavor is vanilla. I told you this already, narrator. You got a reading comprehension problem. I just told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. A rebel, eh? That's the Leo in me, you guys. That's the Leo. Not in my dating sim. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. They killed me! I'm gonna go ahead and pick mint chip because the narrator wants me to pick mint chip or else it's gonna be game over. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. I like Wraith! Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. Wait, I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. Based on my personal observation, life is nothing but suffering and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Oh, she looks cute. Her artwork really is great. All of their artwork's great. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with this meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? So, wait, I wish it told me. This is the volleyball. Is this the yacht? This is the shade, and I'm guessing this is the pool. Either one of these two, but I'm gonna choose the pool. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. Whoa! The pool? You actually want to go to the pool? Well, I mean, sure, why not? I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, if people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put a pool in because pools are just, great. It's a real special treat. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet? Hold on. For just 1 minute. I can't do their voices. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we called Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyways, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. I don't know how to do Dwight's voice. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with other options. With your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. I'm giving him the nerdiest voice. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me, please follow us. I don't feel like Dwight would have that voice, but I'm giving him that voice just to separate from all the others. Hey, narrator? Yes? Something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was, but he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter mostly. When I agree... Oh, matter. Mostly. When I agree with them, not like that other island. So what'll it be? I thought I picked the pool. Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature so lanky they appeared to made entirely of elbows and ankles could jaunt. Aww. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and you know. Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh great, it's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want?
Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of our most popular pool accessories.
Rye, which one of these particularly interests you? Ooh. Probably goggles and a snorkel. Basketball, not really. I'd probably do any of these three. I guess all of them I would choose, but I mostly like to swim around and look in the water, so probably that. Could I get some of those goggles? Using goggles... Sorry, I just went on to a different... Using goggles and snorkels let me escape from it all and completely immerse myself in the wet embrace of water. Gazing to the bottom, wishing I can be there forever. Yikes! Wishing you'd pick that lounger. Well, too late. You dive in and take a plunge. The world melts away as you join Wraith underwater in the wet embrace of... whatever it was he said. He brushes up against you and you realize he hasn't taken off his shirt. Should you do it for him? What? No! Why would I do that? That's kind of like too personal. I'm gonna keep my hands off. Now's not the time to get handsy. You decide against it. Yeah, he probably has his reasons. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you, your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea, and you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. If it wasn't a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Oh my gosh. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks, Rye. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes! I love games. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he had it in his hands before he even spoke. Ugh. And did he just wink? And did you just bite your lip? Good thing you're getting reined in because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target that you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready? Or would you like me to repeat that? Hey, trial and error, so let's do it. Ready. Away we go. It's time to feel around. Go get him, Tiger. Oh, not bad. Huh, yeah! Perfect. Oh, this is fast. Yes, perfect. Oh, this is going fast. I got him a little bit. It's perfect still. Whoa, 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 whoa! I got it not bad. Okay. Casual mini gamer. Woo! That was pretty good, right? No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Just ignore him. You've just been thrown into a very weird situation and, you held your own. I respect that. That was a good game. I say we celebrate by throwing this waiter, whose name I forgot, into the pool. Oh. Shh. Which one should I do? Defend Dwight, have some fun. Let's have some fun. Hilarious. Bullying truly is the gift that keeps on giving. You grab Dwight's legs and help Trapper give him to the heave-ho. You know what? Sorry, I can't pretend to support you on this one. Only Trapper is the sadistic. Ah! I thought it was just an all good fun. I know it's all in... Oh, look, right there. I know it's all in good fun or whatever, but not on my Murderer's Island. Yeah, that's right. This place really is called Murderer's Island. But that doesn't mean we're cool with bullying. You're on thin ice, friend. I didn't think I was bullying. If I was bullying, I'm sorry. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't. I'm zero tolerance for bullying. I thought we were all just having fun. I'm no expert, even though as an omnipotent narrator, I had to think for a second, you guys. Y'all saw that. I probably should be, but I think that means it's time for the next activity. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking? You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great. I'm sorry, there's like pauses. And oh great. Terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Okay, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Okay, he doesn't like Wraith or Trickster. Can I change my person? No, just... Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectedster. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Rye. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Well, Trapper's sitting by himself, or he's gonna sit next to Spirit. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. Poor Wraith and Spirit. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see as a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours of a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's me. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering that you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Rye, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Wait, what? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree buttons down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we did literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, 'cause I am with Broad. Let me restart this, 'cause I'm like so focused on their accent that I'm giving them. Wow, he's right for a change, 'cause I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my clever. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option, Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it into a second death. Hey, Rye. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. Felix! I mean, dinner. Oh, why does no one like Felix? Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole, they once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one it does it. When they're done, they'll take it even longer. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold lead killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete. Freshly sharpened. Mini games. Okay. 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 Press the same thing. Okay. Yep. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Ha. Oh, man. I did miss completely. I'm sorry. Got it. Dang it. I'm like pressing it too soon. That was better. And now. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yes, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mysterious comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Rye. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. I love her. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Did you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. But my girl Spirit doesn't eat either, so why aren't they mad at her? I think they want an explanation why. Well, what do you want to tell them? I wouldn't say this is gross, me personally. I would probably either joke and say, look at the seagull, or just say, I'm sorry. I'd probably just say, I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. Not true. I'll eat whatever if I'm hungry. Well, not whatever, but I'll eat like what I want to eat is what I'm saying. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. I get it though. It's Felix, so I'd probably do that. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically, a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as a medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. You weren't grossed out, were you? Even when you eat, you know you look like a beautiful angel? You are just pretending to be awkward because it's lonely being so perfect. All we have in life are those fleeting connections with other living things. Something to remind us we're not alone. Don't get jealous that the wraith is falling in love with me. I'm just kidding. Scott's behind me. Oh, what's with the face? Could you possibly be as shy and nervous as someone like me? No, I'm not shy. And I'm not nervous. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm gonna say no. I made it up. But I don't think I was being like that. But I am being honest. Oh, well, thanks for being honest with me. Yeah, of course. How do I say this? It's just honestly important to me. I've been burned too many times. Aww. I get it because of the lore as well, right? Something about the word burned makes Wraith look away, far away, eyes brimming with tears, and yet at the same time dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Okay. Oh, great. I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. What? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Whoa, Wraith just gave you his bell. Sound the alarms. What are you gonna do with this thing? What should I do? I feel like ringing the bell would probably be disrespectful to Wraith, so I'll probably just hold it delicately, because I feel like ringing the bell was for him to do, so I'm just gonna hold it. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty. Is that dry blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is real. Oh, none of this is. Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Ooh, they're both kind of rude. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! I just love the voice that I'm giving him. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular. But someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. Well, that means that we're behind on time for our evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who's even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Nobody? But we still gotta get started on story. They call him nobody now. Rye, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Well, I feel like I've been picking Wraith a whole lot lately, and I really want to hear Spirit. So I'm going to go on to Spirit. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, whoa. The entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrase, will ya? Are they talking about the game with the, you know what I mean. Gotta catch them. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Well, girl, if you didn't really want to say a story, then I should have just went with Wraith. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I love ghost stories! I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scary stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... I love the artwork. Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Harder, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence unlike anything she had ever seen before. Then she arrived. The scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away, but how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange alien in its appearance and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area? How could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Girl, you're in your element and you didn't want to share a story? Okay. I know. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I was so scared. Please help me, cried the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hoda comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hoda was no help at all, powerless to save him. Guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hoda. You're not alone, I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all... This is so weird. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hoda watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence and hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to anyone of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoda, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise I'm not alone? Yes. She promised, I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside the box without truly knowing why, Detective Hoda leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man. No trace of fear. I'm trying to stay in, my thought of what her voice would be, so it's, messing with my brain. No trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between... Oh, she got scary. Between Detective Hoda and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of a giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoda gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in puddled rainwater, hearing her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hoda had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segment limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Oh, she's sad. But look at her, the artwork, so beautiful. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soaked into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Oh my gosh. Stand up and try to start one of those slow claps. I'm gonna hug her. You stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and you nearly fall over onto the fire. Ooh! Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You meanwhile realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer, of course. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day. I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give what I can. Okay, you just have to find me. Come find me, baby. I don't like, no. I'm a pass. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit. You learn something new every day, even when you're a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that, just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. I just want to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any otherically. I believe you. Oh, that's not me. It's me, not her. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on the island, trapped one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips are blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarity stops there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of a noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Sure, why not? I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Full! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answers to Spirit's questions? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe me that she is the... Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mid-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain two someone Dwight and Claudette, ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away roughly, grabs a towel from Joy, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that, lit by the fire. We must apologize for the accommodations.
We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep I'm going country with him now. Hold on, let me try to get Just trying to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Minigame! Okay, here we go. Okay, so this one's new. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinate because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? I'm ready. Away we go! As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh, I don't really know. Let's go for 90. Dang it. I got in the middle. Let's see what station is on. Let's try again. I got 90. I think it's the same one, right? Let's try one more. 94. I like this one. Okay, I'm not going to listen to all of them. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side? I'm just going to focus on these two, and then I'll probably do another gameplay with the other two. Or, we'll see, we'll see. This is just going to probably one, but if y'all like it, others of how this gameplay is, let me know in the comments below, and we can definitely do it. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay. Don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sound of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise. I love white noise. I sleep to white noise. You can ask my partner. To drown out anything you might be hearing that keeps you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's a bit morbid, I guess you can hold on to this chess piece of mine. Aw. Okay. It's a knight. They're brave like I wish I were, and the horsey is cute. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you've made a foolish decision and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you, that's all. You awake, suddenly to see someone looming over you. Girl, I thought you went to bed. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh, shh. Clearly, she has noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that book. Shh! It seems like forever as she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you can do a lot better. It's completely by accident. I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything.
We have the spirit and wraith fighting over me.
This was simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not phony look out for each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. But, well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common. Who knows?
Well, I was kind of paralyzed, and I closed my eyes, so I don't know how much we have in common.
If we spent a little more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not, whatever. I don't care. Bye. Good night and sweet dreams to you, too, I guess.
Finally alone, for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. I hope not. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, is this Trickster? Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So, oh, should she have a Russian accent? Sorry. Oh well, too late. So, I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say... Oh, I do? Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill, and Trapper, oof, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm as fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Okay, hey. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate. I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now. One false step and... well, you know everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill that Chiron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really, invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? Okay, RuPaul. Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. I survived my first day, yay! You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least, they make for a sexy bunch. No? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. I don't see coffee in his hand, and actually I don't like coffee, so... Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows magicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want any casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, a 2 thumbs up to review. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithm. And also, leave a like. It helps with my algorithm. Just trust me, I'm not looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? There is not Parliament on the floor does not This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Sorry that you're hearing coughing. My partner is in the back. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, thumbs up reviews if it was crafted with love or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacation, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. And that is totally true. There will always be bugs in games, new games, all this other stuff. I know this isn't a new game, but I love it. It's really entertaining. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from the poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Rai. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yeah. It's been entertaining.
How else could I describe my stay on the island besides really entertaining? Wow! Oh, that's Joy. Wow! 10 stars, here we come! Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Well, I actually like this place, so I'm not really giving it any negative reviews. Why not? Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Rye, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. And hey, it's a vacation. So, should be relaxing and fine. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey, Rye, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I don't think I was either. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Oh, well, that surely must be it. No one else would rarely stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best, not constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. She does speak a lot. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. That's true, you look cute, girl. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. There may be something off about this island, but it's doing wonders for you. I meant like, you look well rested. Like you just got some good sleep. And, oh good lord, never mind. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're good, getting good at this game. Sexy true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you dressing? Me?
Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yes.
How does that feel?
Intense.
Nice.
Yeah, that feels right.
This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Just like that?
Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything.
Oh, wow! Look at that super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair.
Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it.
Oh, come on. A little privacy, please.
What were they doing? Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like... fun? You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops.
We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected.
I've come to believe that the keys is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why? I don't know why I gave her the Huntress's voice now. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight?
You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it.
Why is she making that face laughing? I would think they would give her a laughing face.
My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now.
Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyways. Good luck, Rye. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up! I like it. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. It really has. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no BS, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. I hate... So if I'm in a hot tub, I will only be in there for like a minute. And that's just for like the jets to get on my back. I hate being in hot water. Today you're on a date with you. Yes. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a tree palm. Oh, like a palm tree. It's bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's Wraith. Oh. Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. You can play your cards right. Oh, if you can play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not the best friends. And we're not best friends. Just because he had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Hi, sorry if this is too forward, but do you want to get out of here? I know a place it's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know, if you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand, but if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around long enough to realize that this rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go off with Wraith, the Huntress interjects. Hey, just wanted to give you a chance to head out with me to a cute beach house instead of wherever this guy is going to take you. He'll probably read you some poetry and force you into learn about Petrov's chess defense. I mean, if you want to learn about some other Russian moves, I've got you covered. Does she mean... I'm talking about Berenia. Am I saying that right? The traditional Russian folk dance. You all have your minds in the gutter. And if I'm honest, I love it. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? I'm gonna go with Wraith because this upload is going to be mostly Wraith and Spirit. And if I do another upload, it'll be with Huntress and Trapper. I gotta go with Wraith. You look disappointed. Are you shy? Wraith? Yes. I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention and then I thought I was hallucinating and now, really? Yes, really. Cool. Pensive pairing. Alright. Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know. It's one of those first draft, gonna change it later names that just kind of sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seamlessly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned. And a little beat up. There are stone oblates? This is like giving me some vocabulary. Strange carving. Is that obelisk? What's that word?
Obelisk.
Obelisk. Thank you. Strange carvings, ritual tables. Is that a car? Are obelisks like the things that have writings on them? Okay.
It's pretty weird. Like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places? You look around in awe, then look at Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. This is very long, a very awkward pause. I'm gonna break the silence. So what's your... Just as you decided to talk, Wraith also worked up the courage to say something. How adorably awkward. You both stop talking, wait a second, then start talking again at the same time. This is hard to watch. Next thing you know, you both start nervously laughing at how awkward this is. Wraith finally makes eye contact with you. And after what seems like eternity, Wraith finally manages an entire sentence. So, what brings you to the island? I'm gonna say I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. An honest answer. Wraith lights up the most excited you've seen him. Me neither. I love the artwork. It's so good. And that's all he's got for you. This guy is a hard nut to crack. Wraith looks at you with his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say, anything to talk about. He clears his throat. You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday. Of course. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you perv. Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with you and, Are you giving me the bell? Wraith gives it to you. The bell! He gives you the bell! Get your mind out of the gutter, jeez. I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise, I'll take... Oh, that's me. I need to read. I promise, I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles, but even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift maybe it's you smile back, knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you though, to someone else. Still, cool gift. I agree. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table, stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes! Anyways, looking to shake it up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. So, what will we do next? Mix those potions, pour out those potions, drink that potion. Ooh. It had a skull on it. I felt like if I drink it, I'll die. It's between these two. I'm gonna mix them. You take the potions and start mixing them. Wraith will probably like a science lesson, right? Your new mixture starts to smoke as Wraith's eyes go wild. The glass explodes, taking out the other bottles in a domino effect of highly poisonous liquid and tiny sharp shrapnels. Wraith runs in front of you and shields you from the explosion. Wow, you certainly know how to make sparks fly. Whoa. Wraith with a double entendre. Why did I say entendre? Wraith with a double entendre. Kinda lame, but I'll take it. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. So, I guess, tell me about your family. I remember my parents. They were always fighting. Wraith sighs, one of those long Wraith sighs. At least your parents were around. I'd give anything to have spent more time with mine, even if they were fighting. Ouch, can't win with this guy. The sexual tension in the air is palpable.
Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. You look at the ritual table again. It's beaten up with a giant hole in it. You look back at Wraith. Let's smile. You smile at Wraith. Know any rituals we can do on this table? You wink. Nice touch. Wraith blushes and stammers and looks away, smiling. Nice. Yes, narrators can narrate using emojis. Wraith looks intently at the table. What's he thinking about? Probably something deep and philosophical. Intense, sad, something about the inherent nothingness. Wanna play cornhole? Or that. The hole in the table makes a great target. Here we can use these skulls I found lying around. Well, this is definitely a more fun date activity. It's easy. Just stand back and, you know, toss them into the hole. Don't worry if you miss. There are lots of more skulls around. Toss that little skull. I'm ready. Ha! Yeah! Perfect. Yeah! I'm doing good now. Did I do perfect? Okay, good. Ah! Not bad. Oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Don't worry. Nobody wins everything. All the time. Winning anytime is actually pretty cool. I've played this hundreds of times and never gotten them all. I'm just glad to have someone else to play with. You feel like you're finally warming up, Wraith. So you unleash the big guns. You want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress. I guess so, but only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or Dare? Let's do a dare. I'll take a dare, why not? I dare you to tell me if you were a plant. What kind of plant would you be? Great question. Ray smiles. You're such a kiss ass. What's a rhododendron? Do you know what that is? Oh yeah, a rhododendron. Do you know what that is? I'm gonna Google it. Rhododendron. Oh. So for those who've made it all the way here, this is a rhododendron. If it focuses, it probably won't, but it's a pink flower. So I'll probably do that. It's cute. A rhododendron. A rhododendron. Those colorful, beautiful blossoms bring me joy. They make me explode with energy and feel alive inside. A very flowery description. Oops. I thought it was funny. I don't think Wraith cared for it, though. Too bad you can't woo me. You can't. Okay, Dare. I don't want to do that because I'm going to do Show Me Something. Show me something. Show me something you'd never show anyone else. Well, you're about to see something many other people have. Wraith looking incredibly uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's a bad dare. Too vague. It's just Truth or Dare makes me feel... Thank you for being patient with me. I need to try to be more open with people starting now. Wraith clears his throat. In that way, a lazy writer would make him do if they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if we're right. Do you have my bell? I want to show you something. We are right. Take a drink. I do need a drink of water for talking. For talking all this time. Is this not a drinking game? Damn, missed the opportunity. Of course I have it. You reached for it. But it's gone. Oh no. Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it for... But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement. See? Told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy and cold. And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, Rye. Bet you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What goth girlfriends can't make silly, sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette, scram! Yeah, I used these two simpletons to dupe you. You're an easy dupe, maybe because deep down you wanted to be duped. There's no way Wraith can be keeping you happy. Oh my goodness. Girl. Spirit's usual disaffected nature has given way to some combination of disgusted and desperation. And it's kind of working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him, but really that's all he wants. He wants it more than anything. Can you imagine wanting something? So cringe. I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. You deserve to be with someone real, a real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't even care if you say yes or no to me. I'm not gonna answer. You see through her desperate last-minute attempt to win your affection. It's almost sad. You turn around and walk back to Wraith without so much as saying a word. I'm sorry, girl. You look good, though. You came back. No one ever comes back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle, and he looks back at you, beaming. I want to show you something. You follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins that you haven't seen. He brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Am I escaping? Want to do the honors? You open the hatch with some effort and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful! You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls, and animal remains. On one end is a set of intricately carved locks and cuff mechanisms on the wall. A torture area. On the other side is a table with potions, books, and maps. I'm gonna look at the map. You unfurl one of the larger rolled up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Huntress's Cabin. All the common areas. Even IP, is it IP? I'm saying IP. Even IP Island is up in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. Let's look at the book now. You pick up one of the larger leather-bound books and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. You see incantation, symbols, a drawing of someone chained to the wall. A different language you can't read except for the words, Cult of the Black Veil. Conveniently, those words are in exactly the language you can read. From everything I've found, I think these are the ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some type of sentient evil. I think they've used this island, or maybe the person they worship did, and I think they used this ritual site to travel to and from the island. I think they sacrificed people on this torture wall in order to open some portal out of here. Look at the wall. You walk over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. It looks like some kind of torture wall. some kind of torture wall. Wow, what happened to people here? Did they keep prisoners? It looks like they were tortured, but from what I've been able to dig up, it was something more. Ritualistic, serving a larger purpose? I have reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the cult of Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know, maybe, but I have a plan. All we need... And right as you're finally about to get some of that sweet, sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. Oh my gosh, they're annoying me. And I'm Maine, a survivor. This time they swear it's a good reason. I promise we're not being manipulated this time. Honest. It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the pearl of goose is geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Oh, Dwight. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more to be a part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. Girl, you've done a lot of talking this gameplay. She has done a lot of talking in this game, and I would pick her, but I liked Wraith's character. He's like the more genuine one out of all of them. However, I don't eat and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once. These ghosts turned shrimp cocktails into a haunted synchronized dance, and I'm still working out how they did it. Is that Beetlejuice? Oh yeah, you mean Beetle... Rye, stop them from saying it. And I said it. My bad. Beetle shrimp? The most rare and delicious type of shrimp? Beetle shrimp. This isn't some new species, because I've hunted many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of a beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also, something to do with dancing? I wasn't going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say, Achoo! Excuse you, Rye. Now you were saying, Trapper? You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. And then, giant osprey swooped down and dropped a severed head on the table, distracting everyone? Trapper? Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural reference we get mixed up with, is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. I'm not going to say the hatch. I'm going to just say I had a great time. It was a blast. We had a great time and played cornhole. I won't tell you who won, but we both did, in a way. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really. If you're gonna tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that was. Wraith smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set. An undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Oh, what did she really say? Don't you mean bone? Oh, she said boon. Boon appetit. No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Oh, she said bone. Impossible to avoid on the island. It would have been nice if she said boon. Boon appetit, like the boons that you cleanse. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? I'll thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies.
Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb?
Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth.
I gotta drink water. A lot of talking. Whew. And then changing my voice too. Fire illuminates the soul.
I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey! You think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoot lasers.
Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's just your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right there, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Rye was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I'll tell one. Sure. I'm game to tell a story.
I hope it's a mystery.
Oh my gosh, you're here. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? I don't want to do romance. Let's do adventure. All right. You like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies. How about some adventures? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. No, I don't. No, I don't. I think it's boring. A solid hobby. Great foundation for a story, for sure. You pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath. No pun intended. Oh, wait. That's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. You sure that's all you have to say? No, I was kidding. No, I was just kidding. So what type of story do you want to tell? Let's do personal. I'll get a little personal now, if that's okay. Excuse me. Those types of tales are the best, and often the most sad. It's a bit of a love story. Is it about two strong hunters who met when they both tried to blood the same Willy Wolverine? Or is that Boljon? I don't know. Or about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who ever believed in him witness a display of shocking violence. Oh, he's behind everyone now. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. Oh. And he left. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's study. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. Now you've gotten their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except for Trickster, who has his headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer trying to decide who must be the most entertaining. So since I had said these are the two that we're focusing on here, we're going to do Wraith next. Well, I guess if you want, let's see what story I could tell. I can tell you the one about Mami Wada, a beautiful African sea goddess who would lure men in with sex and then reveal her true form as half woman, half fish, making them swear to be true to her and no one else. Long story short, it usually ended badly for the men. Which, in the end of the story, I guess, my bad. Let's see. There's that one about the mysterious cult that would demand a human sacrifice to, Is that the one about me? No, that's no good. You don't want to hear that one. There's the living tree. Its branches were more like tentacles and it oozed a strange liquid from its bark. One time a girl I knew drank the liquid. She disappeared that night. But a week later, a new tree appeared. It had a familiar looking face etched into the bark. No, that's a bad story. That can never happen. What about something truly horrifying? Pick one, please, Wraith. Just pick one. Pick one, please. One time I was doing my maths and I mixed up the quadratic equation with the Pythagorean theorem. Just for a second in my mind, I guess I was tired, but wow! That was really scary. I want to hear more about that half-fish lady, particularly the fish part. It's not just you, Rai. Half the time I have no idea what the hell Trapper is talking about either. When you're hot and rich and extremely scary, you start to think people will just accept whatever you say.
Now, story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm always much more of a fan of episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Rye, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be?
Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening.
God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment.
Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your trap. Yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen.
Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead.
Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with a double-digit kill count, right?
Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed.
Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed, it's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire, but I must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me?
On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Rye is after, then should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reason. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you, for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we can all move on with our lives, or, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that was taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. I'm just gonna stick with Wraith. Wraith. I knew you'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? But I did pick you. Wraith immediately turns and runs away. It's not like he didn't tell you what you were getting into. Well, follow him. Are you gonna help me escape? I feel like he's my one opportunity to help me escape. You catch up with Wraith, and as usual, he appears a little anxious. What's wrong? Hey, you seem a little off. What's wrong? Wraith stops and tries to look at you. After a moment, he relaxes. You can't tell, huh? You must be getting to know me pretty well. There's that big sigh again. Sorry, sometimes I get too in my head. You nod understandingly. Well, maybe there's some way we can get you out of there. We're on the beach. We can throw around a frisbee. Well, it's dark and I don't really like sports. Me neither, but my only options were being frisky or not. It's like you know nothing about him. Disappointing, right? But who knows? Oh. But who knows? Maybe it will work. Wraith grabs the frisbee, looks at it like it's a moon rock or something, then tosses an absolute bullet right at you. You're so shocked at how absolutely sick that throw was. Bro, this dude can really handle. In fact, you're so shocked you duck out of the way of the incoming disc instead of catching it. I thought you weren't good at this. Oh, well, it's really just Bernoulli principle? The gyroscopic inertia of a spinning disc. He talks at you. The music is so... It's a little off from this scenario. He talks at you for about 5 minutes before running out of steam and realizing you haven't walked off like any normal, sane person would. Wanna throw the frisbee back? I guess so. Suddenly nervous, you clutch the frisbee in more or less the same way Wraith just taught you about. You aim and fire. It wobbles a little bit and sails away from Wraith, before catching the breeze and sailing perfectly into his outstretched hand. I crushed it! Uh-oh, Wraith starts to tremble. Crush? No, never again, can't crush. I'm just gonna... You envelop him in a wordless hug. Sometimes silence is the best thing, you know. I wish Trapper understood that. Wraith eventually calms down, still looking away. Thank you. Sorry, You don't need to apologize or explain. Wraith turns to you, smiling sheepishly. Wow, this day went by so fast, but guess it's over. I don't understand why is it... You strange, beautiful weirdo. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. It seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do recommend the Eternal Damnation of Perpetual Narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyways, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream day and see who Rai chooses. Who's ready for a round of round robin? How round are we talking? No, not 8, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about their dream date that they plan for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is weird to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You've got to watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw a crayon onto a trapper, dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting the face of? All of them! Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure were we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes. Thank you, I'd love to. Sora, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trappa, you're gonna love it. And if you're a maggot, and if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht.
Sorry. Anyways, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just help Ride privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it, Sarai? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wrath nods proud. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now, go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart? Do you dare even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who is it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it'll hurt someone's feelings? Someone's dangerous. What's it gonna be, Champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek! If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress? She might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? So it's gonna be one of these two. I'm gonna eliminate... Trapper seems like a douche, so sorry. This is very simple. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me. You personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you, which I was totally going to do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though, out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone's heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with you when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with Yes, they're all mostly Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you.
I keep changing his voice.
And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight's tested.
Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Rye. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing that what you've done? No, not because of guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicide maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing that what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two schedule. That Dwight voice is hurting my throat. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everybody, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow. I suppose I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young? Yeah. How'd you know? Wild guess. That's also the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. Aww. I don't remember the last time I felt this nervous, excited. Chemically, those two feelings are very similar, but I don't know. Rye is really great. What else do you want me to say? I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of my words I spend talking about how much I care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes, not gonna lie. Or does he really say NGL? Kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably you probably can't even mention them, like Gus. Don't say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Rye. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously. They don't pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? Wait! Oh, what? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. What is it? Sentient? Sentient? Sentient.
It's sentient.
You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in?
I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's this gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on the algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweats, sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescending song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentimentous being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Oh my gosh, I can't do that voice this whole time. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot. 2 days in paradise. Had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Alright, so I am going to stop here. I did not know how long the game was going to be, but stay tuned for the next part of Hooked on You. Let me know if you want to know what happens, if you are enjoying this story. I'm enjoying it, even though it's a lot of reading. I do need to pause here because my voice, for reading for almost 2.5 hours, my voice needs a little bit of a rest now. So I'm going to end it here. Let me know your thoughts on this game below. If you want to see the next part, I will definitely film the next part and upload it as soon as I can. And as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself. Simply Rye.